Rich, we got a lot to cover today because so many people are getting divorced.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
We are now Hollywood's new power couple. I mean, we've just moved to the top of the heap.
I would start with Hillsborough. I don't know about Hollywood.
We've always been Hillsborough's power couple.
All right, forget the music. No music. We're done.
I think we should have that song just in loop for the whole show, just in the background.
You played it last time I was here.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. It was like 2 weeks ago.
What is that? And what did I say, Karen? I
Same
said,
thing.
Yes.
Hate it. Cut it out.
I played that?
Yeah.
Is that the Beatles?
Yes.
That's
if I forgot
Franklin
you were
you're
coming,
hearing.
I would have played Fifth Dimension.
What's that?
Yeah.
You don't know who the Fifth Dimension are?
You have to sing it for me to know.
Up and away in our beautiful, beautiful balloon. The Fifth Dimension.
Oh, wow.
You don't remember them?
I do now that you sing it.
That's the only one I know. Okay, real quick, let's get started.
But why did you say if you had known she was coming, you'd play the Fifth Dimension?
Because they're black.
Oh, are they?
Oh.
Yes.
I thought that was a white group.
No.
Call in
no.
if you know if it's a white group or a black group. 866-969-1969.
All right.
We're playing What Color Was Their Skin with bands.
All right, folks, this week.
Very modern.
This week I'll be at the Mohegan Sun, Thursday through Sunday. This week, Mohegan Sun, come on out. And next weekend, the Comedy Cove in Springfield, New Jersey, Friday and Saturday.
I like a place called the Comedy Cove.
Sounds cozy.
Why are you getting on my nerves already so much?
Because I try to have spunk, like it says in our opening song.
She's got a lot of energy, Rich.
I
You
know.
don't like that?
No, because she talk like she has nothing to say.
Darn you, anywho.
Bonnie is really funny right now. Like every single minute, she's funny. I love it.
This is why I've asked Marina to join the show.
Can you introduce?
I've learned how to do this, Bonnie.
Well,
Our
Marina
guest.
Franklin, who is one of the top comedians in all of the world.
Maybe in Harlem.
In Harlem.
No.
She
the
has
borough.
babysat our child in her Harlem home.
Yeah.
Yes. Before our kid realized that she was in a Harlem home.
Right. No, I don't think Raina's still not scarred by it yet because she hasn't figured it out.
It was during the gentrification, so she didn't notice.
Do you think too many white people are moving up to Harlem? I think it's destroying Harlem. I think the whiteness.
I think it is actually culturally changed in a very bad way.
But can I just say this? When you moved to Harlem,
some good ways.
When you first moved to Harlem, this is the first black neighborhood that you've ever lived in.
I was terrified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, like white people, you know what I mean? It's like, Harlem, the history, it's not for white fucking yup. It's just like Israel's not for Palestinians. You see what I'm saying?
Wow, what a comparison.
866-969 if you've got anything to say about Harlem, gentrification.
Syria, maybe.
Or
Well,
what's going on in Israel right now. Give us a call.
Syria's a little more topical, just to say.
So did you open for Louis at Madison Square Garden when? Friday, Saturday? Or?
It was a Thursday. It was last Thursday.
How many? Was it sold out? Huh?
Yes.
You drove?
It was. It wasn't me that drove.
I think there was a lot of people there because of you.
Maybe 10.
10? Your family? So, how much time did you get to do?
8 minutes. It was 5.
Whoa.
It was either. What? So I didn't ruin anything.
Wait, did you do 8 minutes by choice, or that's what he said? Do 8 minutes?
Yeah, you were to do 5 to 8 minutes. They have to get out.
They have three. He had 3 comics open, right?
Yeah, he has Michelle Wolf, Joe List, and me.
Why does he have Michelle? Because he wants people to know what he's gonna like. He wants somebody that looks like him, only a female.
Yeah, he's like, if my child was this age.
I never thought of it. I guess she does look like.
Okay, and what was the lineup?
So it changes. He did 3 shows, and this was the
Only
last
3?
one.
He only sold out 3?
That's it. And so this was the last one, and and she was first, I was second, and then Joe List.
All right. He's never used me and Bonnie for anything, and
Do you say hi?
Yeah, I always talk to him.
I
always get
always
along
go
with
like this. Fuck you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I always get along with him.
Maybe you don't need his help. Maybe the people he's using, he's never really...
Michelle doesn't need his
My
help.
theory is he uses people who need help.
Yeah.
Anywho,
that's better. I think of it like that.
Never, but we talk. We get,
Well, maybe you're not like, people do have, maybe you would do maybe you're too similar.
I was just going to say,
I
he's probably
don't
worried that you'll outshine him, right?
Not in a million years. He's
I was
the
kidding.
fucking. You're kidding. He's the. We're talking about comedy now. He's, whenever you're.
Maybe you're from his
We
generation.
started talking about fat people. You can jump in there, Karen.
Thank you. I have a coffee
Maybe you're like
ready.
his peer. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, anyhow, congratulations that you got to work
Thank you.
to that many people.
That is awesome.
It is. It's great. I've done, it's not about me. It's about you. I was bringing this up, but I've done 20 to 50, 100,000 people.
I heard you did better than Louis.
No.
That's what.
So
Get out of here. You were telling
I saw all
everybody.
the
Didn't you
blogs.
tweet that?
Yeah.
Didn't you tweet that?
tweet.
Yeah.
Didn't you try to tell him? Didn't you try to cut him down in time
They were
and do
chanting.
extra?
Yeah, they were chanting, bring Marina back. That's what I heard.
Oh, I would
like, "Get outta
never, ever. I would never. I only did 5 minutes. How could
You did
know
8.
what's funny is I did forget other people had to perform after me. Now that did happen.
Did you sell merchandise?
I have some friends like us T-shirts. Sure.
Nice.
No, I don't sell things like
Marina
you.
has a pretty
have
big podcast on CBS called Friends Like Us.
It's
right?
doing well.
Don't you? Are you on a podcast?
I just started a new podcast this week.
What's it called?
It's called Shame On.
And guess what they shamed this week? And honestly, it made, like, when I read the description, it made me feel, I was like, fuck her. I
What'd
swear
they
to
say?
God.
Why?
What do you
'Cause
think they
couldn't
shamed?
Fat people.
Why would
I'm not
she-
fat, am I?
Jesus.
No.
Just tell me if I am, so I can
No.
just know it.
You're not
Carry
fat.
On. Well, then
No.
why would I get mad?
You have body dysmorphia. That's what it is. You have
I
body.
think I'm
Why did you
thinner
get
than I
mad?
am.
Because they didn't use you as a guest. I thought you were mad.
She's mad because we wanted her on as a guest and we were going to shame mothers.
Mothers.
But she had like a parent-teacher conference before school even started. I don't understand what...
Wait, is that what she said? Because
Yeah.
she's never went to one of
know,
those.
I
And
know
don't
it's a
blink
lie.
at me.
What are you talking about?
Nobody wants to do your dumb podcast.
You said she volunteered you.
Okay,
You were gonna be
I
the
called
villain.
Micah in the car and I was like, hey, I have a parent teacher night or whatever. And Raina was in the back seat and Raina goes, no, you don't. That got canceled. I go, no, I got an email saying it's back on. Because I was like, and then she goes, no, that was the email saying it was canceled. But I just go, I was like this to Raina,
right.
hitting her in the back. And then, but
okay.
Micah never seemed to catch on.
No.
any of it.
She's in her own lane. She's in her own zone.
Hey,
I like
have
that
can we
shame
take
on.
this call real quick? Bonnie, you want to take a quick call?
people-
Then I got to talk about this show I did in Philly.
Well, let's just,
I
you know
hate
what? We
Philly.
have 2 long motherfucking hours to fill.
right.
So let's find out about this, what they said about mothers, take a couple calls, and then we'll get to you and your shit, whatever it is. All right.
Isn't the show always about you anyway?
I steer it, yeah.
Chris from Canada. I like how here when it's like Chris from North Carolina or whatever, but then when it's Canada, it's just
I know. I don't even want to fucking talk to Canada.
oh no, I mean like
Richard, I want you to please repeat. Did you say that whites don't belong in Harlem as Palestinians don't belong in Israel? Did I just
correct, sir.
I don't know.
Correct.
Sometimes I say things and I don't remember what I said. Why, are you Palestinian?
Why are you
He's
Jewish?
white.
Yes. Are you a Palestinian?
I live in Harlem.
Okay, you live in Harlem. First,
Why does it say you're Canadian?
Okay. Well, maybe he's
Because
originally.
Rick, are you serious? Did you actually mean that?
First of all, don't call me with your political correctness. All right, get out of Harlem and leave Harlem for the black people like they're supposed. You know what? It's because stupid white people like you go up there, you ruin the culture. You sit there, you buy the property and for like pennies.
Why don't you answer the question? I don't live in Harlem. I don't live in Harlem. Rick, did you say that Palestinians don't belong in Israel? Did you say that and mean that?
First of all, I don't want to get into a political issue.
Well, I think you have to now.
You said it.
Yeah.
So I say a lot of things, but I don't have to discuss it.
He doesn't like Palestinians in Israel. Is that fair?
Well, thank you. Whoever just said that. No, I mean, that's fine. Why don't you stand by that comment then, Richard?
Because I've discussed this a million times. Do you live in Canada right now?
Yep.
Okay. Do you believe is your prime minister, whoever it is, what's your prime minister's name?
Trudeau.
And that was the son of the other Trudeau, the artist.
Gary Trudeau, yes.
The artist. So,
yeah, Gary Trudeau, yeah.
Now, isn't your prime minister letting a lot of Syrian refugees into your country?
What has this got to do with
I'm going to make my point. I'm making my point. Don't ever raise your voice to me on my show. I'm making a point. Is your prime minister letting Syrian refugees into your country?
Just like President Obama is, you betcha.
Do you agree with it? Are you happy about it?
I agree that we have to let refugees in. I do. Yep.
You do? Okay.
Yep.
Well, we are.
Thank you for your call. We have nothing further.
Okay. Let me give you another example.
I don't know where you were going. You're saying
I want him to say no.
Yeah, but the thing is that there are people in this country and in other countries that do feel bad. And think that they should be. There's a town in Canada.
What has this got to do with the Palestinians?
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now.
I think what he's trying to say is that Israel was there first, so Palestinians.
No, let me explain this to you real quick without getting too crazy. Israel is surrounded by enemies. Israel is no bigger than New Jersey, surrounded by enemies. Okay, it's like if Pennsylvania was surrounded by Ohio, New York, New Jersey, and we're all lobbing missiles into Pennsylvania. So they're surrounded by enemies. And the UN is totally anti-Semitic. The country, Europe is anti-Semitic. Everybody's anti-Semitic because of the oil. Because of oil and money.
Rick, can I say something and then I'll let you go, because I believe that your show is too funny to do this. But please don't try and tell me or anybody else that an Ethiopian Jew or a New Jersey Jew or a Russian Jew.
That's enough Jew examples. Thank you.
Hold on, no, let them finish.
But they go to Israel. They go to Israel, and these Palestinians have been there for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, and they have more of a right to be there because they arrived there yesterday. Come on.
Well, the Jews have been there from day one.
Remember the Bible?
Yeah.
Some Jews have been there from day one, but Neil Lipsky, that just moved from New Jersey there last week, he wasn't there from day one.
He's got a pretty valid point there, Rich. What do you say to that?
I got to go, Rick. We're getting too serious. You guys are very, very funny, but Rick, I think...
Listen, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to protect.
He mostly goes by Rich.
I'm trying to protect Israel, because when there's anti-Semitism in Israel and throughout Europe, it also... overflows into this country, and it's all over the world. You're not a Jew, so you don't feel it. Well, we don't
like anti-Semitism, and neither does this guy. He's not promoting anti-Semitism.
Just like I cannot feel racism like Marina feels racism.
What about Trump getting rid of all the Mexicans? You sound like friggin' Trump.
He's ridiculous. I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm going
to hang up on you, but only just for the sake of the show. Okay, there we go. I had to do it, sir. I'm sorry. And yes, Marina is one of the most racist people that we know, but I don't think you should say that on radio.
Not on air.
And first of all, I was joking, too.
You hate Chinese people. Is that fair?
I was joking. In the beginning, I was joking, and this guy is taking
all right, but you were joking with some truth, and he wanted to call you out on your truth, and then...
Yeah, but you know what it is? He's a Canadian...
He's perfectly wonderful.
He's a Canadian liberal.
If you've got anything to say about abortion, 866.
I just don't understand how we got away from the black issue so fast.
Well, no, but we'll get back to it. But here's the thing with Canadians. Canada has no enemies. Nobody's...
Well, why is that?
Why is that? Because you guys lay low. You're neutral. You keep it quiet. You're very, very...
We're progressive. We're a progressive
No, you're
nation.
You're very passive. You're very passive.
Well, it seems to be working, isn't it?
Yes.
We're kind.
So
we're thought of well in the big picture.
How many medals did you
Global.
win in the Olympics, though?
3, but let me just.
So what I'm saying in Canada, there's no bombs or there's
think it
no
was
missiles. There's no missiles
6 or 7.
flying
Winter
into
Olympics,
Canada.
you probably do really well.
There's no enemies
Winter
of Canada.
Olympics. That's where we excel, man.
There's no enemies of Canada. There's no missiles. So you know what? It's easy for a Canadian to call in and go, "Hey, how could you say this about Israel?"
No, they are nice people, though.
Who?
Canadians.
Yeah.
Canadians?
I have a hard time saying it.
Do you work in Canada?
Hey, how many
just
Canadians do we have in the show
I
tonight?
guess you can tell when I'm lying.
Hey, Lewis, is Lewis in the back? Mm-hmm. Lewis.
I have tried that number multiple times from my cell phone and the studio phone. She will not pick up.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. But right now, Frank, one of our regular callers.
Is this Frank from the Bronx?
Frank from the Bronx.
What's up?
Hey,
Listen to
Frank.
this voice. There you go.
As much as I hate Canada, that's where Bonnie's from, and I love Bonnie.
See?
Good point, Frank.
Hey, you got to be loyal to the people that you like and the places they're from. Am I right? Am I right, Frank?
I tell you right now, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not racist like Marina, though.
Marina's so racist. It's ridiculous.
This is gonna
I
spread.
heard that. Unbelievable.
Hey, you know what, Frank?
I like you, this guy. I
She
like
hates
it.
the French.
I like you. Your voice is so nice, huh?
Hey, Frank.
Hey, who the fuck calls Rich Boss Rick?
I know.
Hung up on that. He should hung up on that jerk off 20 minutes ago.
Hey, Frank, I'm working up in your area in a couple weeks or something. It's on my website in Pelham, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, somewhere up there.
I'm actually driving right now on 95 North heading up to Boston doing 100 talking to you. I love it.
Why are you going to Boston?
Not why you're
I
doing
got
100.
I got meetings in Cambridge for 2 days.
What do you? We never asked him what he did for a living.
He's going
All
to
the times he
Harvard.
calls.
He's probably going to Harvard.
I know what he does for a living.
What?
He's a cop.
He's not a cop.
He's a private.
Marina, what do you- what
He's
does
a private
Marina do?
detective.
Marina is, your voice, I just have to say, is like my spirit animal for real.
I know, it's good,
very, I love it.
Could you call her a little later, do a little phone
but-
sex for Marina?
That's what I do. I do phone 6. Phone 6.
Excellent. So, I just want to tell you, I missed the show. I'm enjoying it tonight. Rich, I'm going to look you up. It's been a long time. I've been traveling a lot, but enjoy the show as
For
usual.
work? Have you been traveling for work, Frank?
Yes. California last week, and now freaking Cambridge, which is
Are we
you a
the closest I'll ever
salesman?
the closest I'll ever get to Harvard.
allowed to ask you what you do?
Yeah, of course. I'm in the software business.
Oh, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Pots
Would
and
not have
pans.
guessed that.
Yeah, I do that. That's the truth. It's a curveball.
All right.
But, I don't know if you know Chuck, the Christmas guy, but it's not as exciting as his life.
Chuck the Christmas guy,
No, I don't know Chuck the Christmas guy, do I? Who the fuck is Chuck?
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Frank.
Thanks for calling,
I think
Frank.
he's talking about Santa.
I do too.
No, I think he's talking about...
Kris Kringle. He
just chucked it.
that's what they call him in the Bronx. Chuck the Christmas guy.
Yeah.
Hey, they say to the little kids, hey, what'd you get from Chuck the Christmas guy this year?
Why are you getting on my fucking nerves?
Why? What am I doing? That's
You're
so
talking
terrible.
too much.
You
Am
know
I?
what, Rich?
Okay,
what
I
is
won't.
that?
I'll settle down.
This is
You
your
take
honey
over.
bunny. This is your...
We just celebrated our 11th wedding anniversary.
Oh, Sunday.
Well, it was Saturday, but we were both working. So Sunday, we took about 15 minutes right before Aaron Berg's wedding, and had.
We went to
But
the most...
I picked a restaurant, and then of course he's like, "Oh, we have to go there. Oh, I don't want to go there.
No, because
oh,
it was
this
so
place
pompous
stinks."
and so fucking...
That's what I like. I
You
like
don't
a
like
little
pompous.
I do. I like a huge wine glass. It's like my favorite thing in the world.
Obama was eating 4 blocks away in a restaurant. I go, let's go over there and try to eat with Obama. And she said, I'm crazy. Like, he was in town. I figured we go over to the hotel where he was at and say, hey,
That's a little stalk. I mean...
I just wanted to eat.
They may report you for just this conversation, right?
What?
now.
He really believes in his head, Marina, and I'm not fucking around at all, that he's going to get in Obama's eye line, and Obama's going to do a second take and go, oh, that guy's really funny.
Yes.
He really believes that could happen.
Yes, easily. It happened with Vince Vaughn.
Okay, Vince Vaughn is not Obama.
You don't
I
think
hate to
Obama?
break it to
You don't think Obama listens to
We
comedy
were
or
having-
watches?
Vince Vaughn is really nice, by
Huh?
the way. Vince Vaughn is very nice guy. He
Yes.
would say anyone is funny.
No, he didn't sound funny. He just came up to me in a restaurant and said, "How
Did
you
he
doing?"
just
Oh,
come
he
up to
did.
you?
Oh, it was like that.
Yeah, I was in a restaurant eating.
It was a sushi restaurant, and Rich goes, "Oh, there's Vince Vaughn," and then took the chair where he knew Vince Vaughn could see him. And then he spent the whole time like as though he saw something on the back wall that was really interesting to him, and he kept
No.
so that like he kept moving his head so that Vince could see him more clearly. And it's so Rich Voss, but yet at the end of when Vince was leaving, he stopped by the table and said, "You're a really funny guy,"
I
to
don't know.
me. And then, no, to Rich.
He's like, I better go over here and say something. to
Oh
this
my God, this guy really wants me to notice him.
That's not true at all. See, you exaggerate to make a point.
Did you? I kept turning around to be like, "What are you looking at?"
No, first of all, my neck hurt that night. I remember.
Oh.
My neck hurt.
So
And-
you were just stretching.
You didn't want to stabilize it and keep it in the same, move it around.
No, the key is to move it around. Move it around.
So, first of all, how do you know Obama? You think just because he's president, he doesn't watch any comedy or listen to comedy or want to relax and maybe put Sirius on in the car?
I think it's President Obama.
Is this his husband and wife that bicker all the time? I'll leave it on. I love it. I love it.
I bet he does listen to this show.
What's this called? My wife hates me.
Obama, if you're listening, give us a call. I know
She
you're
reminds
in the
me of Michelle. That one.
I think we should continue to refer to him as President Obama.
You don't say Obama?
I do by
People say
accident, but I
Bush.
always correct myself.
I
People
call
used
him
to
the
say
Big O.
People used to say Clinton. They never said President Clinton.
I always think it's a more appropriate thing.
No, but we know.
Brother Marina. Oh, Jesus.
I always
Oh,
thought
the black lady.
like it.
Can we use president, please?
I
with
just
Obama?
thought it would be more politically.
But no one did it with anybody else. No one ever said President
First of all-
Nixon or President Reagan. They go
They
Reagan,
didn't?
Nixon, Reagan. But I'll say it if
If you
I feel
want
as
if you
if-
want us to, if you feel like we're,
I don't care what you do. I just feel like
Yes, you do.
I have just made the mistake myself several times and been aware of it. I was like, I think it's kind of like telling a
Disrespectful?
cab. It's kind of like telling a cab driver 8th Avenue when it's really Frederick Douglass Boulevard.
Oh my God!
That was so brilliant.
Wow.
that's fucking. That was
Whoa.
insane. Is it Frederick
Whoa.
Douglass Boulevard below 125th? Is it Frederick Douglass Boulevard all the way down to Soho?
It isn't.
No,
Yeah.
that's racism,
And
isn't
that's
it?
what pisses me off.
It is not.
And I blame the white people that moved up to Harlem.
At 110th.
That's why I won't
the,
call
the
it
movie
that.
Cross
because,
110th Street. When
Great song.
There was a movie, Cross 110th.
Yeah.
It's a great fucking
With
movie.
Pam Grier, right? Is she in that? Or
I
that
think
was the
so.
remake? That was the remake. With
I don't know. No, yeah, she wasn't in the original, but it was good. It was like white people and black people.
Across 110th Street.
What's going on with
That
you,
was pretty
Karen?
good.
That was
Good
Karen
voice.
Feehan.
Karen, how come
so soulful.
how come you and Lewis weren't at the wedding Sunday?
He couldn't find a sitter, so I didn't want to go by myself. I felt awkward.
He couldn't find a sitter.
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you sit and let him go?
Right? I haven't met the kid yet, so why would I sit? with
Oh,
him?
really?
Yeah.
You're not allowed?
I don't want to.
Oh, why
No.
not?
I don't like children. No offense, Raina. She has her headphones on. No, it's
Raina
weird.
has
She's so
everything.
young.
She can tell.
He's so young. She can tell.
Raina, take your headphones off for a second.
She seems nice. I forgot she was here. I like that kind.
Can you,
Raina is not to be messed with, just so you know.
can you tell Karen what you think of her? Just in a couple of words. You think she's a nice person, or yeah? She gave her the old
Iffy, so.
yeah, the hand signal that goes
Yeah, I like her.
She really
I'm
doesn't.
sad I missed it though. It looked really pretty. The pictures were really pretty. It looked fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a good time.
I was not invited.
Do you know Aaron?
Well,
Not that. I've always said nice things to him, but not that I would have gone anyway, but it's still.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you know
I
what?
saw the pictures.
He thinks you hate Canadians.
Who?
Aaron.
Canadians?
You know, it's funny when you don't get invited. Like, I said to my manager, they were doing that show, Comedy Knockout, on True TV, and they didn't ask me to do it. I said to my manager, I go, this is unbelievable that True TV did not
You
ask.
should definitely
Well,
do that
Can
show.
I finish the fucking story?
I'm just giving you a compliment.
He bullied
Okay.
his way on.
So he fucking calls me and goes, oh, I got you Comedy Knockout. I go, I didn't want to do it. I just wanted to be asked to do it. I wanted the fucking respect of them asking me and me saying no. But then he went and got it, and I had a good time doing it. But, you know, it's just like a wedding. Hey, fucking ask me to come. I'm not going to come, but at least ask, right?
I understand why he didn't, but you're right. Like, I just saw all the comedy people that I know there, and I was just like, that's interesting.
Do you think people
Well, when
came
Rich
there?
got the invitation, well, actually,
I didn't get
the
it. You got
invitation
it.
came through my inbox. Then I told Rich, and Rich goes, "Why is he inviting us to his wedding?" Like, that's how Rich responds to an invitation.
Not in a bad way. I just went, you know, like when
Well,
someone's
Lenny
called.
Marcus is getting married, and I was with him this morning, and we were talking about that, the difficulties of inviting people and the plus ones. You know, like he didn't add a plus one to some comedians that have girlfriends that we both know that no one would like if they were there. But, yeah, that happens.
Louis J.
I got banned for my ex's wedding. I wasn't allowed to go, but I
To
didn't
whose
know.
wedding?
This guy I used to date. His sister got married, his
This
whole
was
family.
back when you were drinking?
This when I was drinking, but like I didn't know. He like never told me. Like up until the day, I was like, "Where are we going? I'm so excited!" And it turns out they just didn't want me there because I had the power to ruin a whole wedding.
Oh, you mean you were still dating him at the time?
Yeah.
Did he? So he didn't go?
He just he went. He just avoided every question I asked about it. I was wasted most of the time.
you're
too.
that person that no one wanted there.
Yeah. From her whole family.
Thank you
his whole family.
Thank you for articulating what we all knew in our heads, but we're too polite to
I
say.
just was like, wow.
Well, that was like last night when we were watching
Give it to me.
Larry David, and Catherine O'Hara was playing a crazy lady,
Yes.
and it was so fucking funny at the dinner party.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's probably how she was, only with alcohol.
Yeah.
Just
And even at my brother's wedding, I was supposed to not be drinking, but I totally was. And my like great aunt Mary was like, "Can you go get me a vodka soda?" And I just stole her drinks the whole night. She couldn't tell, you know. She's like super.
yeah, but
old.
wasn't it an open bar?
Yeah.
So why'd you have to steal her drink?
you
Because
were
I had
probably-
to act like I was just drinking seltzer.
Oh.
So I would like flip it. I would like pour hers in my cup and just
There was a condition on you
Stop.
being there.
yeah.
I want to hear more about Great Aunt Mary
She's
Great Aunt
hilarious.
Mary loves
She's
to
great.
drink her vodka
great.
sodas.
at that age.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of calls.
Okay, well, Lady Trucker we've been avoiding for
Why?
weeks. I don't know. It just happens that we can never get to her calls. Lady Trucker,
Good evening.
we
Hey.
got to your call.
Good evening.
Yay! Marina's not a racist. She's just a size queen that likes to suckle on Negro penises.
Well, how do you know that?
I like how you put that together.
Why would you say
I
that?
thought
you
that
guys
was
in a roast battle
I thought that was well worded.
Why would you say that about our good friend Marina?
And I haven't sucked on a black penis in a while, so thank you for the image.
I know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, you know, you just started hinting at it, going around. I just wanted it all out in the open.
Thank you. Thank you for putting it out there.
You know what? There's breaking news that the feds filed charges against the guy that set the bomb. Like, really? That's breaking news. What do you think? They were going to let him go, or
Let the guy go.
feds
They have to
charged New
talk-
York
they
City
have to-
bombing suspect with 4 counts, including off weapons of mass destruction. Really? Oh, that's breaking news that they charged him. I can't
Well, they
believe
have
it.
to now in the news detail everything since everyone feels like they're an investigator on the case.
It's unbelievable. And right from the beginning, Mayor de Blasio said it's not terrorism.
That's the new thing they're doing.
Any bomb that goes off is some kind of terrorism. It's causing terror.
It's a new thing that they have to be very clear in the media and very specific in detail because everyone's going to attack them for not being.
Lady Trucker,
Yes.
where are you now?
Still talking about.
I'm in Ohio,
What part?
up by Cleveland.
I'll be there in a couple weeks in Cuyahoga Falls.
So all he does is try to find out where people are so that he can.
Plug
Oh, Rich,
Plug-
when are you going to get
plug
back to
his
Minnesota?
I don't know. I mean, didn't that one club close in Minneapolis, Acme?
Yeah, probably. Don't go in the wintertime. Don't bother until like April, May, until next year. I don't want you freezing and stuff.
Well, they're having the Ryder Cup in Minnesota in a couple weeks, which is going to be very big. And I love Minnesota, and I love doing Tom Bernard's show in Minnesota.
I did his show.
You listen to Tom Bernard? You did Tom
No,
Bernard?
never. I didn't even know who he was, and I did a show.
He's
he
great.
wasn't there though. His daughter. Was
He's doing,
there.
but he wasn't on remote.
No.
What club were you at? The mall? You're at the mall?
At the mall, yeah.
Yeah. Those ceilings aren't high enough in that club.
It's pretty awful, yeah.
Was that sarcasm? I've never been there.
But I'm a big fan of Minneapolis, and it's just a great downtown.
And we're a big fan of Lady Trucker. Thanks for calling.
She didn't say anything.
Okay, I know.
Bye.
I was going to ask her about her leg wraps.
Oh, right. She's got the
That was where the other terrorist attacked, just to bring it down again. But, in the mall. But I was not surprised by that.
Why?
Because they have a lot of, and this is going to sound horrible, Somalians there. And I walked around the mall.
There's a racism I was talking about.
I'm sorry. I was
it a Somalian that did it?
Yes.
You know, Bonnie made a good point. Bonnie, when we were watching...
That reeked of racism, but yes.
Bonnie made a great point when we were watching, a very liberal Bonnie point, but it was a good point when we were watching that movie with Tom Hanks about the Somalian...
Captain
Chris Rock.
Captain Phillips, yeah. And I go, look at these, they're just, attacking these ships all over and then Bonnie said, well, what if you had nothing in life and a ship rode by you with everything on it? You would try to get it, So you got to kind of feel like, hey, why don't we just maybe try to take care of these people so they don't have to attack ships?
That's a good point. That was Bonnie's, though, right?
Well, my point is take care of them.
No, I didn't say take care of them. I just said attack ships if they go by. That was my thing. You should do it. If a ship goes by, you attack it.
I don't know why they don't have machine gunners on those fucking ships.
To protect them, yeah.
Yeah, that's what,
Kill those
for fireworks.
I'll go on either side.
Probably shoot fireworks off them, too. So in this analogy...
Can I just ask one question quickly? Can you open carry in New York City? Can you take a gun into a store?
I think it's hard.
I don't know.
I shot a gun and I was suddenly I kind of want a little gun.
Yeah.
Do you have a gun? You just have that pepper spray.
Oh, I love shooting on video games. That's my thing.
Oh,
I never even did that.
Yeah.
I played Call of Duty this Sunday for about 6 hours.
I had the first Call of Duty or one of those, and I couldn't get over the first wall, so I never played it again.
Duck Hunt?
Are you serious?
Yeah, the first.
There are ways to get through to the next one,
I had the first one on my computer, Call of Duty. I think it was Call of Duty.
Yeah.
What's the famous one if it's not Call of Duty?
Well, Black Ops, Call of Duty, Gears of War.
No, this is 10 or 12 years ago.
Remember Doom?
Doom.
No,
That's the original.
Doom.
That's the real
I spent a lot of time
The
on
first
Doom.
one, he ran down an alley and you had to get over a wall. It was probably cool. I don't know. I couldn't get over the wall.
The Gears of War, Call of Duty, Doom.
It's like in real life. It would be like exactly in real life. Like, you tried twice to get over the wall and you're like, well, that's not happening.
Fuck it. I move on.
Okay.
You can YouTube these things now and figure out how to get over that wall.
I don't want to start playing video games. Then it'll eat up my time. I'd rather just go buy stuff on eBay.
It's such a good...
And spray it into the garbage.
At Amazon. How did you hear about that?
I was here.
We talked about it on radio?
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, that was. Oh, yeah, because that's. We were on our way here when I was having a coughing fit.
She almost died.
He let pepper spray off into the house to check it, and we all started coughing. I was in the shower. I started coughing really
You didn't
bad.
let anyone know?
No,
I just sprayed it into the
he let
garbage.
me cough for 10 minutes before he was like, "Do you think it was because I did pepper spray in the garbage?" I was like, "Oh my!"
I didn't know it traveled around the house.
That's the whole point.
Raina was coughing. I was like, "Why is everyone coughing?"
Why'd you do that to your family?
I didn't
he
to
just
the
kept
garbage
silent.
can. I didn't do it to my family. I was just testing it.
That is your family, though. Did they run out? Were you okay?
Yeah, we had to open all the windows. I had to go out on the balcony. There was people walking their dog below, so I couldn't yell at him the way that I wanted to. So I had to be like, "Why would you do something like that?"
She likes to do voices, too, when she's coughing.
I like to sound like Michelle Wolf sometimes.
Oh my God, Marina's very good at impressions.
Sometimes. Not all the time. I just happen to have Michelle's voice.
That's a really good one.
That's because we have the same mother.
You can do Keith too.
I can do Keith, but I won't. You make me sick. It really bugs me that you did Madison Square Garden. I hope you bombed.
I can't believe you were standing there when I walked downstairs and go, why is he on stage?
It was during Creeps with Kids.
Yes.
A big show at the Village Underground.
And it was you, Luis Gomez,
Yeah.
Florentine, who else? Bobby
Kelly.
And Ron Bennington hosted it.
Yes.
And I walked down. I wasn't put on the first one because Bobby
You would have
didn't
liked
want
to have been asked again, right?
Well, Bobby didn't want to put me and Bonnie together because he didn't want it to turn into like a My Wife Hates Me type show. He wanted to keep it his own, you know. And I walked downstairs, you know, and I see Keith on stage.
I know the whole thing because I was standing at the bottom of the stairs, very happy to see Keith Robinson on the stage for the first time at the Cellar Village Underground, a long time
Since
his stroke.
Yeah.
And Rich runs down the stairs and he goes, I can't believe he's on.
what's he doing on? Yeah,
What
did
is
you
he
say
doing? What is he doing? I was like, that's the first thing that comes out of your mouth.
everybody else is like cheering and like practically like in tears, like, look, he's back. What's he doing up there?
Robert kept saying to me, I can't believe he's killing. And then you come down, I can't believe this. He's on.
Well, here's the thing.
And there wasn't like a pause. So
No, it was
this
just-
was like the honest emotion that just came right out of it.
Well, it's not against Keith.
We know this.
Okay. Even though Keith had a stroke, I still see Keith as Keith. Keith is Keith to me no matter what.
Me too.
If he
Very
was just a
progressive.
fucking head on this table, I would trash him. Because he's Keith. That would be Keith's head on the table. Okay.
He's
So-
not the same to me, but I'm glad. I like that you guys still see him that way.
Keith is Keith. And so.
Thank God you're here. Rich will not laugh at anything I say.
I said this
Do you
in
notice that?
therapy today that I actually feel bad that Keith cannot yell at me as loud as he wants to. That actually makes me a little sad.
Do you go to that same therapist all the comics go to?
No, I refuse. I think it's a bad idea. I actually talked about that in therapy today, how that's a bad idea.
Why do you go to therapy at your age? You can't turn it around.
You are who you are.
How are you going to turn it around now?
No, I think I'm done, actually. I've been there since I was like third, or somewhere around that age.
Yeah.
For a few years, anywho.
So no, I think I'm pretty good. I think
Yeah,
I could
you
tell
seem
her it's time to
stable.
go. Today, I just said that's all I got. I'm sorry. I'm good.
Is your therapist white, black, male, female?
She's white, female, Jewish.
Sis?
And this happened because I had a black therapist before who did not work out. Shirley.
Why? What was wrong with Shirley? You're so
Because
racist.
she was a therapist and a tarot card reader
Oh my God.
and a fortune
Why?
teller.
And a hairdresser.
I'm gonna braid some of this while you talk, okay? Right?
This is on the house.
I was like, that braid too tight.
Do you go to therapy?
I really should, but I never have. Never.
No, you need it more than
I know,
anyone
I
I've
know,
ever met.
Yeah.
Here's the problem.
Like, what do you think if you were going to diagnose yourself? What is the biggest issue that you have?
Skinny. Is that a mental problem?
That's your bragging.
Oh,
You're bragging.
Yeah, that's just bragging, yeah.
Mental problem.
I'm beautiful.
Like, really?
It's really tough.
Like excited. No, I'm an alcoholic. But I
you
feel
don't
like
drink.
I'm over that. I'm not over it, but like
But you haven't drank in a while,
right? Like 2 years.
right?
Do you
I
go
don't know.
to 12-step meetings?
I don't know. I went for a while. I had a really nerdy sponsor. She got on my nerves. Her name was Deb. I really hated her, so I.
That was your disease that hated her.
I think it was
Oh, my
her
God.
fucking nerdy face.
So then why don't you get somebody else?
Because then I was in deep with Deb, and I didn't want to start all over
Why are
again.
you not wearing a bra?
I never wear bras.
Oh.
If God didn't give you feet, would you wear socks?
Can you switch off from the person?
Can you let him know if you're wearing underwear or not? Because I thought that was fun.
I still like smoke weed. I'm like the poster child for sobriety.
agree
Wait, you
with that,
smoke
though.
weed
Yeah,
still?
yeah,
You
yeah,
smoke
I
weed?
know. Here you go.
No, you should.
Yeah.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong, and she's wrong.
I smoke a lot. I don't drink either. I quit, but I'm not in a program or anything because I don't admit to being an alcoholic.
Right.
But I
Don't if
do
you're
think
not.
you should smoke.
Yeah, I do, and I don't like. I
You
don't
two
even,
are ridiculous.
No, she's right. A lot of people medicate with marijuana to.
It's good
you know,
for
listen.
it's good for anxiety. It's good for arthritis.
No, it
Yeah,
gives you
it's why
anxiety.
I got my
Actually
mom-
You know, it came out today in the news that it actually kills cancer cells.
It's very good for
Oh,
you.
you fucking
really is.
not if you're an alcoholic.
Listen, I don't.
But
even
I'm
have,
not.
But I don't.
Yeah, I didn't say it's wrong for you.
But
It's
I
wrong
don't
for-
even have like a weed dealer's number in my phone. I don't buy weed. I don't have weed in my apartment. If people are smoking it around me, I'll smoke it. Okay, I make friends with people who smoke weed on purpose.
Okay, you're going to smoke weed, and listen to me. This
Right
is what's
now?
going to happen.
What?
When you smoke weed, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you your future.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I bet it
It's
involves
not-
meth.
I know
No.
so.
One night, it's not going to do the trick,
Right.
and your walls are going to be down, and you're going to go. You know what? This is not what
I
I
know.
do, and you're
Yeah.
going to drink.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. You're
Yeah.
going to drink. I've seen it a million times. I don't want it to happen.
But if I'm like relapsing like once every 3 years, is that like a big deal?
Yeah, if you kill a family in a car accident.
I don't drive, but I'm not driving. Give me another analogy.
If you beat up an Uber driver.
If you put on a bra.
Douglas.
What?
Maybe what if one day?
I would never do that.
I'm just saying.
What's going to happen when I relapse?
I don't know. Anything can happen. You don't quit drugs or drinking if you. Only people that quit are people with a fucking problem.
Right.
So if you say, well, every 3 years, well, yeah, in 3 years maybe you do drink, but you will drink for probably another year or 2 years or something.
Like 6 months.
Nothing positive is going to happen.
No,
because
it's always bad.
Yeah, it's always bad. So
it always gets worse too every time I relapse.
So, but why do you think pot's not a gateway to your drug of choice?
I mean, it hasn't been for almost 2 years.
Okay.
So, it's been working. I don't think you're wrong because it has happened before. Because I didn't drink for 2.5 years, but I would like smoke weed, and then I did relapse for 6 months.
Yeah.
So.
And how was that 6 months?
Is it possible that marijuana could be something that could help an alcoholic?
Not in Rich's theory. And there's a lot of.
I understand your point, Rich, and I agree with it. Just saying. I'm wondering if later on they'll find out that in studies.
No, if you're trying to quit chocolate cake. Do you think vanilla cake is going to lead you back to chocolate cake?
It's wrong. No, this is
no. But what about if you're addicted?
The analogy doesn't work.
Yes, it did.
I think of marijuana. They're finding so many cures. But
that's
anything that you need to use on a daily basis probably isn't a great
addiction.
Idea.
Is besides the fact that it's physical, which you can. Addiction is mental. Marijuana is being used for physical. Sicknesses, not mental. It's not. They're not using marijuana for mental issues. They're using it for physical.
It can help with memory. No, it like sparks like electrons and stuff in your brain.
It fucking makes you forget
no,
things.
That's not true.
No. I read an article. They
yeah, what high times?
Yeah, so notable publication. Is that
I was like, I've never heard that marijuana helps your memory.
It sparks like brain activity. It's like a workout for your brain.
I don't know. Take a call if you want, Bonnie. These girls are not these girls.
Now.
She's nuts.
Why? Because you disagree with them?
I'm 100% right on this.
I think you are right, but I do think I think you're right about the differences between addiction and what a marijuana. But I feel like
it's being used for medical problem, not mental.
I don't know.
Medical.
I don't know if it isn't used for mental though. I wonder if they're going to start.
Well, I mean, I think it is used for anxiety.
It gives you anxiety. Marijuana.
It gives certain people anxiety. Not me.
Not
it
the
depends
TH,
on the strand.
Huh?
Too.
Not the TH. Was it THC?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. No, it
it's like talking to my mom about drugs. Talking to Marina is like talking to my mom.
What is it? THL? TBS?
Can I just say this? His mom is dead. Say it again.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Tom from Winnipeg. We got a lot of Canadian callers today.
Enough with them.
Canadian.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hi, how are you?
Hey.
Excellent. Hi, Rich.
Hey, what's going on?
Other guests.
Thank you for saying it.
Hey.
And I appreciate your little impersonation there. I need to go back a couple about with Rich talking about addiction. Like, Rich, you gamble. That's almost like smoking crack. It's the same thing.
What? Wait, I missed you. Start again.
Gambling. Okay, you go gambling.
Uh-huh.
And you're giving her crap about weed. It's gambling and weed is kind of the same shit. It's like gambling to me is like smoking crack.
Oh,
so
wow.
I think
No.
Because you didn't have a problem with gambling.
Come on, Rich.
Wait, say it again.
Well, he
Still
has.
addictive
No,
behavior.
can I just stop everybody for a second? Rich had a major problem with gambling before we got married. You said.
I know.
I'm just telling the other.
Tom knows.
There's other people, Tom.
Tom
here.
knows.
And he quit gambling. And in fact, we were at a wedding before we got married in which they gave everyone a scratch off as part of the, when you sat down to dinner, and he wouldn't do his scratch off. I said, why not? He said, it's playing on the tracks. Cut to, we're now 11 years later. How many scratch offs do you do every day?
I quit scratch offs. I don't do scratch offs.
But how many lottery then? But for a while, you were in deep. You were like stopping every time.
I quit. My main thing to quit gambling was betting on sports. I was betting a lot on sports. And I haven't bet on sports in probably 12 years.
Okay, but why would playing on the tracks be a scratch off and then you're like, no, it's fine. And
but it's two
you would
different
get
things,
very-
gambling and drugs. Gambling and drugs. See, she's quitting alcohol which is.
I think Tom brings up a valid point.
No, because it's two different. It's two different things. It's two different
addictions. Sure.
Yeah, it's two different things.
So now you're agreeing with me.
No, because the alcohol and the marijuana are mind mood altering substances.
Yeah, but so
is gambling.
So is gambling.
They say it hits the same spot in your brain, the same pleasure center.
Not me. I don't have pleasure systems anymore. I don't have any pleasure.
Filling that God-sized hole that you have.
Oh yes, that's true.
Something's not right in your life.
You're right. But wait a second. You're 100% right.
You guys took $8,000 out. What did he want you to do, Bonnie? Take thousands of dollars?
$5,000.
And gamble?
No, you're right. But
it was
see,
$5,000, and I'm going
so hot when you
I would get shot. My wife would shoot me if that happened. Sorry to.
Well, I got that kind of money. But here's the thing: filling the void.
Kind of money.
It's not only gambling. You're saying filling the void. If I go buy sneakers on eBay or stuff online, which I do all the time, which is filling an empty void, that's not going to throw me to go smoke freebase.
I know.
There's certain things.
I love.
No. There's many ways to fill your emptiness, but if I'm trying to quit drinking or drugs, doing another drug is not going to help me quit drugs. Do you understand? Does that make sense?
He understands, but he's not there anymore.
But he's also saying, I think, that he's noticing the behavior may lead to...
Well, yeah, the behavior.
Because it's still an addictive behavior.
They all fall under the umbrella of addictive behavior.
Yes, I'm an addictive person, and I try to fill... I like instant gratification like everybody else.
That's the thing, is that what Bonnie brings up is a good point.
Is that why you come so fast?
Dopamine release.
I don't come fast. I just want to end with the fucking...
All right. I made a joke. Let it go. You don't have to come back and hurt me to my core.
I didn't come fast. The other night we had sex.
All right.
Fucking banged
You don't have to fight back every time. It was a stupid joke. I'm sorry I said it.
Do it another way. Ow.
All right. Are you listening to anything that's coming out of my mouth?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
I really don't think you guys have sex.
We had sex. Yeah, we do.
Yeah. You got to do it.
I don't think of you guys as that type.
No, they do it on Periscope. You got to follow them on Periscope.
Are you serious?
Yeah, everybody follow Rich Bonnie.
I got to start doing Periscope again. I'm going to start doing Periscope.
Periscope seemed to drop off.
Right? Did it?
Well, because you could do Facebook Live now, so you know what I mean.
Facebook Live is disgusting.
We're getting a lot of calls.
Oh, really, Marina?
I know, something I really feel passionate
17
about.
times, and then she decides.
Something I'm really willing to fight for.
We're getting a lot of calls.
Well, we don't have to take every
Yes, we do, because that's what they hire us. Take some calls.
I want to talk about
go ahead, Marty or Maddie, New York City.
Marty. Yeah, this is Marty. Listen, I believe that Rich is addicted to golf.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I am.
It is an addiction. I mean, they're all substance. You know, it's gin Mills or Jesus, they used to say out in the South.
Oh, I love that saying.
I love all sayings from the South.
South Jersey or down?
I went to school in Texas. I see.
Golf is an addictive sport, but I don't think, like, you're not going to have withdrawals or have any type of, mental or physical actions if you don't play golf. But it is an addictive game.
It's a healthy addiction. There's exercise and juicing.
There's no exercise unless you walk, but I'm just saying, if you think about
all right, Marty,
your wife and your children and golf, it's like, who comes first?
Golf?
Of course.
Okay, because golf... Listen, my kids, my wife and family always come first. I take care of my wife and family. My daughter went to Puerto Rico today. My oldest daughter went to Puerto Rico today. Last night I called her to make sure, she does the right things when she's in Puerto Rico. I care about my family way more than I care about golf. I just enjoy golf more than I do my family.
I understand that.
But I care about my family more.
Did you call her from the clubhouse?
No.
Good one, Marty.
Marty, you're a cad. You really are.
Marty, you play golf?
I only play to do foursomes. I don't really have any addiction to it. You know what I mean? I'm a guy with clubs and shoes, and I go. I even organize events, but I don't.
He has that kind
really
of money.
Care. I don't really care about it. It's
Okay. Is there anything you do care about that you like to do a lot?
Yeah, I like to get high. I smoke pot all the time.
Okay,
I
what
like
do you
to
do for
Body's cool.
What do you do for a living, Marty?
Oops, sorry.
artist. I'm in the advertising business.
You're an artist in the advertising business?
Yeah, I'm a designer in the advertising business. I design promotions.
Oh, I don't have anything mean to say about
I think
that.
he's
I don't
Now,
have,
there's nothing to be mean about it. I mean,
no, there is something to be mean about it, Marty. You're doing the devil's work. You're
I am doing
putting
the devil's work
bullshit into the
because-
world, one thing after another. You're ruining the world by
Bonnie,
advertising.
you're right.
Okay.
I am pushing alcohol and perfume.
Oh,
The two
perfume.
things I-
Well, that's a
Perfume
killer.
and alcohol.
hey, how did it?
Marty,
how
thanks
did,
for calling.
Oh, I was going to ask him something else.
Oh, well.
Did you hang up on him?
Yeah, it's hard to, sometimes these people, it's hard to mine some comedy out of it. I did my best. Wasn't great.
But I guess my best wasn't good enough.
My mom never let me wear perfume. Ever. My
Maybe
mom
she was
never let
allergic
me.
to it.
You know, I think she was right about perfume being like toxic for your body. I didn't know that at the time, but she used to throw it out. Like she would literally throw my stuff. Like no soaps with perfume in it.
Whoa.
It was like having Carrie's mother.
What was like being born? I mean, what was like being raised by a black Mormon?
It felt that way at times. Seriously.
I knew a girl that in high school, I think she was Mormon, and she had to wear dresses to school, but she would sneak jeans out of the house, and when she got to school, changed into her jeans.
Sexy.
And then
This is how she was wearing a bra earlier.
Debbie Garlic.
She gets into
She was so beautiful, Debbie Garlic. If Debbie Garlic
Debbie Garlic.
email me if anybody knows Debbie Garlic.
Sure,
from
you didn't want to
Plainfield.
make out with her.
That
Okay.
can't be a real last
But,
name.
Yeah, Debbie
like
Garlic.
Debbie
She was
Garlic.
beautiful.
I've never worn deodorant. I
She
still
gave
don't
you
wear
gas.
You don't wear
Like
deodorant?
Debbie
No.
Garlic.
Get in
Maybe
there.
you don't have that problem though, where you smell.
I don't have BO. I think that's a cyclical thing. I think your pores get clogged with the aluminum, and then that's where that smell comes from.
You know what? I think you're right because I
Yeah.
stopped using deodorant, but then again, I think I smell.
I mean,
not
I
sure.
shower every day, but like I don't wear deodorant.
Well, can I just propose this?
Is this what all
Possibly?
ladies
I
would
do.
talk about if I wasn't here?
Rich, if you
I
don't
will.
mind, we're having a serious discussion. We're gonna
It's about aluminum.
we're gonna go right into Hillary after this. You know, I grew up on a farm, and so when you would go into, say, clean up the barn or something, it would smell really bad at first, but you got used to it, and you didn't smell it at all at some point. You could have stayed all day in there, and I think
Am I the barn in this
I think
analogy?
you're the barn,
Do I smell?
and I
shit?
think that
How do
you don't smell yourself.
I don't smell.
Yeah, because you're around
You're gonna
it.
have to ask
in here.
Bonnie. Bonnie, you're closer.
Get in here.
Can you sniff
No.
it?
Oh, you're disgusting. Get out from under her arms.
Bonnie
It
may
smells
be
good.
used to you
it
though.
smells good, but I
Let me smell
just
it.
finished cleaning a barn.
No, you're fine. You smell heavy. There's
Whoa.
nothing there.
Honey.
I know.
She's fine.
Smell her snatch.
No, I think her
hey,
snatch.
hey.
That's a different area. That's something. That's something.
I've already seen pus, so I'm going to stay away from that.
Listen, if anybody knows Debbie Garlic from Plainfield, tell her to contact me. I want to say
Debbie
hi.
Garlic. Did we meet her at your?
No, she wasn't there. I don't know where she is in life.
Where are you stashing her?
I had such a crush on Debbie Garlic. I think I went out for her for 2 weeks. She went out with
Debbie
my friends.
Garlic, if you're out there, give us a call. 866-969-1969. Rich Voss from Plainfield High School would like to say something nice to you.
And tell Joanne Hepworth you can call because she stood me up.
Joanne Hepworth.
She stood me up. She stood me up. All right, and she was a fox, and I was going to take
Stone
her out.
cold?
I had a half a gram. I had half a gram of coke. I had my pickup
this
truck.
prom?
And I put on my good cowboy shirt, and I knocked on her door, and no one answered.
Wow.
Stood me up. Yeah, well, guess what? I'm famous.
Wow.
Backstage at the Oscars. All right?
I mean,
She could have been at the Oscars with me.
I know, but you can't say, like, I'm famous. I was backstage at the Oscars. There was a lot of grips and gaffers backstage at the Oscars, and they're not walking around being like, I'm famous.
Okay.
There's one who is though.
Yeah.
There's one that's like, I've made it. Oh, I've definitely made it.
Yeah, his name is Rich Voss.
There's a lot of things I've done. So she stood me up, but Debbie Garlic was
This is the other thing
sweetest,
I find
nicest girl.
fascinating about people who are they're recovering alcoholics or drug addicts, is that they couldn't handle it.
Handle what?
Drugs and alcohol. Like you're the kind of person that you are is just to do as much as you can do, as often as you can do it. And then you look at everyone else who is managing their addictions to a large degree, and you're like, you should quit.
I never told anybody they should quit.
I think you're doing it wrong.
You're 100% wrong. I've never told anybody they should quit. Never.
You need to. I don't think you know what 100% means.
Okay. I don't think. And first of all,
throwing that around.
Every time you drink, you always say this is the last time.
No, that's not every time I drink. Every time I drink too much.
Yeah.
I say this
I
is
have
last
a
time.
huge problem with the program, though. With AA, I have huge problems.
Well, you're not in it, so why do you?
No, I have a problem because I dated someone in it, and I felt like he was misguided.
It's a perfect program with imperfect people.
I don't think it's perfect.
With imperfect people.
Oh, okay, but
people are imperfect.
I don't know. I think
everybody's different. Everybody hears what they want, takes what they. You know what they say at a meeting? Take what you want, leave the rest behind. So that person. You can misconstrue a lot of things in life. Mm-hmm. You cannot. Your disease is a very powerful disease of addiction. Says this isn't right. This sucks. I don't like this meeting. I don't like these people. But that's just your disease talking. Okay, because it's worked for over 50 years. Many lives have been saved because of.
Is that
a
only
12
how
step.
old it is?
That particular 12-step? Like
who started it? It was a guy, right?
Bill W. and Dr. Bob.
Bill W. You've never heard friend of Bill's?
Friend of Bill.
No.
So,
and who's the other guy that doesn't get any credit?
Dr. Bob gets a lot of credit.
Nobody ever goes, I'm a friend of Dr. Bob's.
That's right.
Hey, what are you doing tonight? Well, I'm going over to Dr. Bob.
So what did your friend, what was wrong with your friend in it?
Well, I mean, it was a person that I dated, and they left me while my father was dying, and they had their sponsor told them to leave me during that time. I remember the words, and I remember thinking, what human being would tell you to leave your girlfriend while her father is on his deathbed?
And this wasn't, by the way, this wasn't a casual relationship.
No, this was 3 years in, and I thought,
well, first of all, he didn't have a lot of time to play. I know you're talking about. Mm-hmm. He didn't have a lot of time. Two, like
he
I
didn't
said,
have a lot of time in the program.
He didn't.
Right.
What do you have, about 6 years?
2 years,
2
maybe.
years? Oh, 2 years.
2 years.
Okay.
And I thought,
you don't have to take every suggestion.
Right.
He did what he did because he did what he did and he wanted to do it.
Right.
It had nothing. It wasn't because your father was passing away. He left to get out of it. It was probably just the worst time in your life when he did it. So you took it as, oh, this guy's leaving me as my father's dying. If he left you a year later or a year earlier.
No, I see it as just a person who shows you who their character is. I've oftentimes wanted to leave someone in a I've dated a lot of guys, so I have stories.
Whoa. So
but
we've heard.
But I have been in that predicament myself, where it was a guy that I didn't want to be with. His father was passing away, but it's just a sign of character, and I thought he had very weak character.
Well, he could have broke it off and still been with you mentally or there for you. Do you know what I mean?
But he was a weak
I missed
person.
a little bit of that. Like, why did you say he didn't do it for her? Because of her, he did it for himself?
No, he broke up because he wanted to break up. Whatever was going on in her life was not in his mind. In my opinion, I don't know. He's not breaking up with her going, oh, I got to break up with this girl because her father's dying.
No, but what
no
about
one
timing?
does.
It's bad timing.
Yeah.
I think the implication is that he couldn't handle what you were going through because it was going to put his sobriety in jeopardy.
Yes, and I think that from what he was saying was that his sponsor was like, you need to get out. He actually told me what his sponsor said, which if
I think he was using it as an excuse a little bit. Like, who's going to be like, he was like, hey, if I stay with you, I'm probably going to drink. He'd be like, well, I guess you better go. I mean, it's a little bit of
I mean, that's a tough thing to go through. My mother she passed away, but she was dying for years. You know what I mean? And if Bonnie left, I wouldn't.
Well, it might be different though, because you didn't have a real strong bond
with my mom,
with your mother. We should go, and I don't mean to leave you in your in the middle of your. He's about to cry.
He's crying.
Before you cry, Rich, I'm going to. He has not cried yet about his mother, and every time I see a tear coming to his eye, I save him from crying.
I almost cried recently.
You did?
Yeah, something made me.
What?
It does hit you sometimes later.
His brother died and his mother, and he didn't cry.
You know what? I had a little tear in my eye.
Oh no! Please don't.
And Jane got her gun when she got her kid back.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Those always get me. But we'll talk about mother shit.
Jane got her gun. What's happening?
I don't know. Let's get some plugs.
Just a movie.
Do you have any
You
gigs
never
coming
cry?
Aerosmith
Do I have any
song.
dicks coming up?
Any gigs coming up?
I was like, oh,
what's
thank
on
you.
your mind?
Do you have any dicks coming up? I hope so. I do have October 18th, actually. Friends Like Us is doing our anniversary show at the Village Underground, part of the Comedy Cellar.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that's coming up.
What, you're doing your podcast or you're doing stand-up?
We're doing stand-up, so I'm showcasing a lot of the women on the show. Pat Brown, Gina Yashere, Godfrey will be there, and Judah Friedlander, because they've been on the show.
Cool.
I would love to have Bonnie on, but Bonnie, I have to talk to her assistant in order to get her on.
That's funny because you've never asked me to be on your podcast.
Yes, women.
Well, the men come, I do like, it's a women of color podcast primarily. So
I'm more black than most of
you
your...
are, and I agree with you because I've always thought
he could talk about his high school experience.
I grew up in a total colored neighborhood.
Okay. He feels like he can say that, of course,
when
because
I first
he's
met
80.
you, Rich, though, I thought I wasn't black enough to be around you. Believe it or not. I did. I felt like I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for the scene.
All right, we got to go.
Hold
We'll
on.
be right back.
What do you got? Plug?
She can plug on the.
All right,
next
this
thing.
weekend I'll be at Mohegan Sun. Next weekend at the Comedy Cove in Springfield. We'll be right back. That's who you look like. You look like Melba Moore. Does people ever tell you that?
Does people?
I have gotten that. I think Colin Quinn told me that one time. Actually.
You look like Melba Moore.
Raina, you stink.
But this is Dionne Warwick.
I know, but I know that has nothing to do with anything. I just say you look like Melba Moore.
Oh.
It could have been. Anyhow, look, we're back, folks. We're gonna do one of our favorite segments that we get to do every couple months. We're going to take some calls.
We've only had to field a couple of calls from child social services.
We're going to do our famous Ask Raina. We have Raina Vos in studio.
Ask Raina.
Hey, Raina, how you been?
Get those calls ready. 866-969-1969. If you
Dad is trying to say something.
I know, but I got to get the calls started up. That's what he doesn't realize.
So we're going to talk a little to Raina before we take some calls. Raina is now in 4th grade. Today, I went to your school and brought you hot lunch and money. What did you eat the raviolis or did you swipe and get food at school?
I bought food.
What'd they have?
They had chicken nuggets and
Do they serve?
a sandwich.
Do they ever serve like healthy food at your school?
They
you can
sometimes
get
have
a salad. Yeah.
Sometimes like tuna salads, but
Tuna salad?
yeah, tuna salad.
What? Like how many choices do you have a
But there's
day?
chocolate dressing on it, so yeah. I think they just want to get diabetes.
Oh, she's joking, folks. That's a little bit of the Raina Vos humor you're hearing. Call us at 866-969-1969 and we'll play Ask Raina.
But Raina, I was in Marshall's yesterday. This girl's hair was purple, red. I mean, it was bright purple and red. And I said to her, I go, my daughter did her hair red and purple, but it came out in 2 weeks. And you know what she told me you have to do? You have to keep the dye in longer. You guys didn't keep the dye in long enough. How long did you keep the dye in for?
Like an hour.
Yeah, you got to keep it in longer. Are you an ass? You got to keep it in longer, right? Did you tell mommy? Why did you only keep it in an hour?
Because it said to keep it in for an hour.
Oh. And now Raina also has her ear pierced. And she looks, let me see.
Just the one.
Yeah, just
both.
the one.
And
it is, but he just said she has her ear pierced.
Oh, I know.
And we're getting her nose pierced next week.
We are?
Yes. Because you're going to be the coolest kid in school. We're going to do your hair again and make it bright red and purple.
I hate that nose
12
pierced.
people already did that in my class.
What's that?
Like half of the class already pierced their ear. They They pierced their noses off.
Get out of here. In 4th grade?
Yeah, with the scissors. It was like we were all playing Truth or Dare, and then they cut their nose, and they bled a lot.
No, they didn't. Get out of here. Are you lying?
No.
Yes.
No. Look it up on the website. It said don't let your kids cut your nose off.
And also, too, because we got Raina for her birthday a puppy that Raina doesn't want anything to do with now. Get me a puppy. Have you taken it for a walk?
Yes, that's like the only thing I do with it.
Do you play with it?
Yes, I play with it all the time.
Does the dog have a name?
Allie.
No, it doesn't.
That's the one thing she hasn't done yet. Name the dog.
Okay, do we have any calls to ask Raina? We have one call. Give us a call. What's the number, Bonnie?
It's Lady Trucker.
No.
I'm sure she's thrilled to hear that. It's 866-969-1969.
No truckers, please. No truckers.
Uh-oh, that's all our listeners. Truckers are therapists.
Go ahead.
Okay, Lady Trucker, lay it on Raina.
All right. Hey, Raina, my favorite meal was pizza burgers. Do they still have pizza burgers at school?
What? No.
Oh, man. What's your favorite meal?
Why would I have to tell you?
She's
What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with that information? Are you going to alert the media? Is it going to be on every news channel ever? No, you're just going to keep it like you do because you're creepy.
Lady Trucker.
I call all the radio shows I can. They call me a radio whore.
Oh, boy.
Thank you.
You've been Raina'd. That was
that was great.
Raina's first answer for Ask Raina.
That was a good answer. Put the mic down towards your mouth.
Leslie
Stop.
from New Jersey.
Fix her mic.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Hi.
I have a question about your hair, Raina, if you don't mind. The color you put in that your dad said you should leave it in longer, it'll last longer, was it a semi-permanent color or a permanent color?
Permanent.
Well, this is awkward. Yeah.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
She said it's a
the reason
permanent
I'm asking
color.
is, because unless she bleaches her, does she have blonde hair?
Nope.
Oh, because unless you bleach your hair, the color's not going to stay that long anyway.
Did you bleach it first, Raina?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Your parents let you bleach your hair? Cool.
Well, I mean, she didn't do it by herself, but...
Oh, but you allow her to get it done. Oh, that's cool.
Well, so we can dye her hair red and purple.
Well, no, you would bleach it blonde and then dye it red and purple, and the color would last a lot longer.
Yes. Thank you for calling. Anybody else want to call into Hair Talk? Give us a call.
Okay.
Ask Raina.
If you're the first person to call the Hair Talk, you will get a free hairdo by Raina.
I would hate to see that.
Well, we already had one call, so how could the first call? You mean the second or third or fourth call?
Well, the first through 5, whatever.
Okay. Go ahead, Bob from Long Island. Do you have a question for Raina? And by the way, people, these questions don't have to be your stupid fucking 9-year-old questions. You
She's
can
smart.
ask her literally anything.
Because she's smart.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I figured I'd ask a question about my daughter. Raina's your daughter, but
Go ahead.
I have a 12-year-old daughter. And she's growing up, getting a little older, and getting a little more moody, and I don't know how to deal with her. In fact, she's starting to scare me a little bit. I wonder if Raina has some advice for me.
Kick her out. Let her live on the streets for a bit. See how that changes.
Tough love from Raina Voss.
Give her a gun and kick her to the street.
Give her a gun. Wow, you
Is
really...
this what happens when comedians have children?
Yeah. Right? What'd
This
she
is
say?
what happens when comedians have children, right?
Oh, man.
She gives advice.
Give her a gun, kick her out.
Very
Yeah.
good advice.
All right.
I like it.
Thank you.
I'm so impressed.
Let's see who's next.
Good job.
Are any of these ready to go? I don't know how to...
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
hi.
How are you?
Fine.
Good.
Thank you.
So my question for Raina is, does she realize that her daddy's tattoos are all a cry for help based on narcissism and failed jokes.
Oh.
What do you say to that, Raina?
Hey, you know what to tell him. I'm not going to say it.
Rich, be nice. I'm asking Raina a question.
I didn't say anything. I'm not feeding her any lines.
I like how
or
this
anything.
guy, though, is like, hey, your dad's crying for help and he's a failed artist. Hey, Rich, be nice. Hey.
I have an answer for that. Well, more like a comment, but how many tattoos do you have on you? Maybe 100, 122, because you seem like you're a failure.
Burn.
You've been
Thank you.
Raina'd.
Oh, I didn't even tell her. Thank you for sticking up for your father. Thank you.
I wasn't sticking up for you. I'm also calling you a failure right now, too.
Oh, my God. She's getting everybody. Collateral damage, ladies and gentlemen. Rudy from Ohio, Raina. This is Rudy from Ohio.
Hello.
Hey, Raina, I just have a quick question. Do you believe in Elf on a Shelf or the Easter Bunny or Santa Claus?
Wait, what?
Do you believe in Santa Claus or Easter
Oh
Bunny?
my God, stop with these 9-year-old questions. I'm a grown woman.
Do you believe
like
in
it.
Santa Claus, though? I would like to know this answer, too.
No.
You don't?
No,
You've
no
been
more
lying
Christmas.
to us this whole time.
To get extra presents.
Yeah, because you didn't
No.
want to. A couple of years ago, last
don't.
year, the tooth fairy forgot to put money under her pillow, and so I said to her, you know what, I'm going to tell you two things. And I said, one, the tooth fairy isn't real. And I saw that look slide across your face, like, oh, that makes so much sense. But you had like a sad look on your face. I said, did you know that? You go, yeah, I knew that. And then you said, what's the second thing? But I knew you didn't know it, and I didn't want to tell you that Santa wasn't real.
Yeah, but that was when she was younger.
So I said, I'm not your real mom. And then that seems.
Yeah, and then I went on a long journey to find my real mother, going door to door all night, every night.
I love when you
Do you believe in abortion?
Answer the question, Raina.
Okay, say that again so everyone can hear it. Say it loud.
Say it proud.
Abortion?
Do you believe in abortion?
No.
Okay.
a lot of
there you
laughter before that. No, I.
I'm not sure.
See, I don't think she knows what abortion is. But
I know
move
what
on.
abortion is.
Well, the guy who called. Melissa from Florida.
Oh,
What do you want to ask Raina?
Hello?
Well, she hung up. She got scared of you, Raina. David from New York.
Hello, David.
Hey, Raina, how are you? I have two questions for you. The first question is, I don't know if someone asked this already, but what do you want to do, as a profession? And second is, you clearly have some, wit about you. Do you feel you get most of your wit from your mom or your dad?
Well, that question's been asked 1,000 times.
Do you know what you want to do?
I'm not going to answer you for both of those questions because those questions been said too much. You know what? How about this? We have a contest. The 100th person to say that question gets a free trip to Hawaii. And what was that? You're the 100th. Oh, wow. You get a free trip to Hawaii. So leave this call now.
Get your ass to the airport. And also, don't you have a weird thing, though, that you hate the word profession?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
It's like there should be a profession that there's no word of profession.
What do you want to be when you get older? You don't even know yet, right?
I do, but I'm not going to say it because
Not to these fucking perverts, right?
yeah. Like, what are they going to do with that info?
You're
Like,
so
what?
right.
Are they going to?
Maybe it'll help them though.
Well, maybe they can help you find a career.
Why would I need help from them? If I got help from them, I would work at a gas station.
Boom. Boom. Okay, should we take one more
Two
call?
more calls.
Maybe 3.
Two more. It's not your show.
No, it is.
Mother Trucker. This is not Lady Trucker, is it?
No. Another trucker. Nuther.
Oh, another trucker. Sorry. Go ahead, another trucker.
All right, Rich, you got your hands full because you have got a mini Bonnie right there. And what are your political views on the election this year, young lady?
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Here we go.
I think Trump is an ass. I think Hillary is an ass. So I think that I should win for president.
Oh, right. Raina wants you to write her in for president.
Because everyone is an ass these days. Jackass here, jackass there. Geez, politics should just be run by donkeys because they're all jackasses too.
Oh my God! You heard it here first, folks.
Hey, can you do it? Would you do a presidential speech for us if you were president?
Is that Trump? There's Donald Trump on that computer.
Oh yeah, he's right there in front of your face.
Yeah,
what did you say to me today?
What?
Hashtag.
I never said that.
You didn't? You did
no,
too.
But I'll say what she just said under her breath.
Well, you don't have to.
I mean, I guess I will. I mean, like, why not? How loud do you want me to say that?
Stop it. Don't turn on me. You're like evil now. Now I think you have like social.
I'm secretly Trump.
Little Bonnie and Big Bonnie.
Okay. Yeah. Melissa from Florida. This is our last question, Raina. So, yeah, dumb Trump. No, that's what she said to me today.
I never said that to you.
Yes, you did.
Go ahead.
I wanted to know Raina's opinion on a single woman that wants to become a foster mom.
She wants to adopt kids.
Not adopt.
No. She wants to be a foster. She wants to be able to give them back if she doesn't like them.
Yeah, she wants.
I want to give them back if I don't like them,
and get paid for taking care of them.
Yeah.
What do you think about foster
and
moms?
I don't care about getting paid. That's not the point.
She wants to be a foster mom.
She doesn't have a boyfriend or a husband.
Clearly.
So what do you think?
So you're saying you don't have a life?
Is that a life?
No, honey, I have a real busy life. But not busy enough to have a husband or kids.
Oh my God. What do you do in your room?
Oh my God, I love you so much. Can I adopt you?
What do you...
No, because this is what I think you do in your room. You sit down, like on the floor because you don't have a bed, and you eat some Ben and Jerry's while watching the Housewives because you don't have a life, but you want a life like theirs because you're a big ass. So
get her.
So don't adopt a kid and just stay at your crappy ass life.
Oh my God! There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Ask Raina. Ask Raina. Ask Raina. Ask Raina.
She's doing a dance right now.
She's dancing. Oh, that was so good.
All right. Thank you, Raina.
Thank you. Good job.
That.
You didn't even curse once. Thank you.
Yes, I did. I said ass like 20 times.
Yeah, it's not a real curse word.
It's like not a good word.
That's true.
Yeah.
How about you go say that to everyone in school? Like, do you think you'll get in trouble? Probably not, because everyone in school is an ass, so yeah.
Oh
that was Ask Raina with Raina here. If you want, get a free haircut from Raina herself, or win a trip to Hawaii. Yes, that was a good time.
All right, thank
Bye.
you. Thank you, Raina. Thank you. I wish we had some music or something to
do your British
to go there. Because,
do your British accent before you leave.
What?
You don't need the headphones to do your accent.
I don't have a British accent.
Yes, you do. Do you have Indian?
No. German, kind of.
A German accent. Let's hear that.
Das ist very bad show. Oh yeah. I like drinking beer.
Okay, thank you, Raina. Thank you, Raina. I always feel
Can Raina have her
very
own
mixed
show?
emotions after this.
She was good tonight.
She needs to have
Really
her own
good.
show.
I've
never laughed that hard.
She cut that woman's heart out. That was so good.
Oh, that's so mean. The lady wants to help kids.
No, she wants to rent them.
She's like, you got nothing.
Right? Like,
you want a kid to just sit there on your floor with you watching the Housewives?
She called her fat without calling her fat. You know what I mean?
The Ben and Jerry's reference.
So good. So good. Oh, I just learned so much.
I'm very...
I don't know how to feel. I really don't know.
Why do you feel like you exploit her?
Yeah, I feel... I mean, I think it's funny, but then I'm like, I don't know.
No, she was getting good advice tonight.
Yeah.
She wasn't calling anybody a pervert or anything.
I like it when she does that.
I'm in shock at how brilliant she is.
Mm-hmm.
Really, because there's child cuteness and funniness. That's a woman.
Yeah. Well, she does at times say things that are more comedic than a lot of comedians that we know. Like, she's like quick that way, you know.
She's probably the coolest kid in school.
I don't know about that.
She's kind of nerdy.
She's very nerdy. She goes like robotics camp and.
No, I remember Raina on the toys when she came to the park. She was in charge the whole time. All the other kids were like just falling off, and Raina was like so cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She was just
so she does take after me. You know what I always think would be funny? You know, because people always say like, "Oh, good thing she takes after," and they always say the lady. You know, good thing she takes after the mom. It would be funny to see a kid and then just say like to the husband right in front of the wife, like, "Well, good thing she takes after you."
Yeah, you're right.
Well, she does when it comes to humor.
What? She takes after you?
No, after you. She's got a dry sense of humor.
Yeah,
and she's very, very witty. I was surprised. Her answers were pretty good tonight. I was very impressed.
Well, now you did that mom shaming. What was some of the mom shaming thing that you did?
We just were talking about, you know how moms use their babies as like weights and stuff? Like all those fucking videos. Like the only time I want to click on that is if the title is like, watch this mom drop her baby, you know?
Right.
Like I just, those bother me. Women who bring like infants into restaurants and just like trash it and make a mess and like don't tip extra.
Right.
That's also like a service industry gripe of mine.
Just what about the planes? I hate when people complain about babies on a plane because because it drives me nuts. It's like, first of all, it's obviously a baby. It's like there's nothing anyone can do or they would do it. Yeah. And I can't believe that people don't feel a little bit of sympathy for the child and or the mother or parent that's with them. They just are so selfish.
But if you can put like dogs to sleep and put them under the plane.
Right.
Why can't you?
Oh my God.
Well, what about, I mean, honestly.
Do you want to put a baby under the plane? You know the conditions under there? It's cold.
If they're asleep, how are they going to know? I don't understand. They would know if they're asleep.
Dogs don't go under planes. They go, do they? No, they don't go under the plane.
No, they don't go under.
They would be dead. Yeah, it's too cold. They go under the seat.
With the baggage.
No, I don't think so.
You don't put dogs with baggage.
I've seen dogs on the plane.
Yeah, dogs can come on planes.
Not the big ones. Not like
no, it's probably like
yes, if they're seeing eye dogs or if they're if you have a note from your doctor because it's your anxiety dog or whatever dog, you could bring it on the plane. I'm going to get one of those notes.
Well, you should. This is my anxiety baby. Okay, get one.
Get one. We talked to my mom. Micah Fox has been to my home for Thanksgiving. She met my mom, so her and my mom have a nice little back and forth. They just don't like each other. My mom's
They really don't?
I mean, Micah just like stole things from my home, like my mom's drugs, like from a medicine cabinet.
No, Micah didn't.
I know she's like muscle relaxers, like in her purse. Like she's crazy. She's a thief.
Micah is?
You can at any day, anytime you'll find she steals from Sephora religiously.
Wait, she's your partner on this podcast?
She's my best friend.
And she steals?
I hate to be her.
She stole from your mom?
Yeah, just like some like muscle relaxers or whatever. Yeah, no, she's not a good person. She's bad. And she's trying to shame my mom just for having me. And my mom is like just trying to, live her life and be like a grandmother.
How many siblings do you have?
I have an older brother and a younger sister.
And they have kids?
My brother has kids. He has
How many?
2 kids.
Oh.
And do you like them?
Yeah, I really like them.
Right.
I see them like twice a year.
Right.
Where they live?
Cape Cod.
Oh.
But
gay?
you're not going to have kids.
Provincetown?
No. I don't think I'm physically capable of having my own.
Why, because you're too thin?
No, because thank you though. I think my uterus is like capsized,
You think?
Yeah.
So you thought about it. But
what do you mean? You went to a doctor and they were like, I don't know if you can have kids, or that was just something you like at one point it hurt having sex and you were like, I probably can't have kids.
I feel barren. I just feel so barren,
Oh, you feel it.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know how you can like
garbage.
feel like you were raped?
Garbage.
No, but there's like that thing you can feel like you're raped. Like I feel like I'm barren.
Oh, you're a rape-fi person.
Oh, what?
Nothing. I've heard this term and I didn't know.
I have been raped in so many green rooms. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like just getting like weird looks and stuff.
Me too. I love it.
Oh, it's terrible.
Last night I got one.
No, you can't walk around saying you're barren or you probably can't have kids because it's garbage.
You can tell if it's hollow in there.
It's not. You don't have any. It's like me. It's like I think I might have cancer in my boob. I don't know.
But
I
that's
just
like it's
feel
not
like
killing
it.
me.
No,
you know
but-
your
It's
body.
not killing me, right? It's just like something I can't do.
You know,
Right, but you'll never complete your life cycle.
yeah, but a lady like
Do you know that your child has to have a child for you to complete your life cycle?
What?
Yeah,
Really?
That's a complete life cycle.
Wow, I'm
I
not
hate
going to
to
do
break
that.
the news to you, but inside a lady's vagina is like a lot of different things, that goes on in there.
Tell us.
Maybe
Please, go on.
maybe hers is just completely empty. Maybe it's just a big hole.
Well, God
Yeah.
wouldn't make her head and her vagina both completely empty. Would he? Would he?
Have you ever been pregnant?
I've never had a single pregnancy scare, not one, and I
Right, but
should.
you rarely do it in the front. Is that? I know your boyfriend.
No, I pull and pray all day. I should. I feel like I should have had at least, especially have blackout sex. I definitely think I should have had at least one,
Right.
but never. I think my body just kills it.
No, I think God doesn't want you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Don't reproduce.
I don't want him back.
You don't want to have a kid ever?
I don't think about it. I've never thought about it, so I think I shouldn't. I think you should probably have thought about it before you have one. I've never even considered it.
Are you over 25?
No, of course not.
We don't speak ages here.
You're not over 25. You don't have that disease.
You don't think I'm over 25?
Do you have that disease that makes you grow old fast then?
Fuck you.
Before I asked if you had progeria, I wanted to see what your real
I'm
age
looking
was.
at Marina, looking at people. Marina
I don't
is
like
like...
the seat. I don't like where you're. It's
want
weird.
me to
Come
move
sit
back
here.
over
Come
there?
sit
Over
here.
here.
First of all, Marina, you
Okay.
know what? Marina is like the den mother.
First of all, I thought about this beforehand. I was like, is Marina going to like Karen? I didn't know. I didn't know how it was going to go down. Because
Marina's a
Marina,
veteran
you've got-
comic. Marina's a full-blown veteran comic.
she's literally one of the best in the city, maybe in the country. I'm not even kidding.
Really? Oh, you guys are. I
you're-
never think. Of
I didn't
myself
say.
like
I just
that.
said you were a veteran. I didn't go that whole best.
I just feel old when you say
I
that.
didn't say
Yeah.
all that. No, you're a
You're a stalwart.
You know,
Do you like that word?
I'm a what?
A stalwart.
Marina. When Marina used to open for Mom's Mabley, right? Mom's Mabley used to say to Marina,
First of all, Marina looks 25. I don't know how old
looks
you
young.
are.
That's what
She's
this
looking
guy
good.
Look very
said. That look, I love this. Thank you.
"What's some guy said you look
I just
25?"
love it. Bonnie knows that I always like to be told I look young. I even say it to people.
Oh, I told you.
You're not that old.
I tell people in arguments when I get in fights, you don't know how old I really am.
Karen is
I know
so
you
much
think I'm
more,
young.
so much more beaten down than you.
Where are you from?
Massachusetts.
Somewhere with a lot of sun?
Thank you. I grew up on the beach.
You did?
Yeah, just outside.
I never thought that.
Is it Australia? Yeah, no, you both are very attractive young women.
You're okay.
Have you ever seen Karen perform?
Young. I've
she's
never.
She's
I've
actually,
never.
I know it's hard to believe, but she's very, very funny.
No, I can see it. I'm just taking her in right now. I love everything.
Skinny women usually aren't very funny.
You are the
but this
type-
one is.
She's not skinny because she's healthy. She's sickly,
Thank you.
right?
Yeah, he just sees me. He gets it. He gets it.
You're skinny and it's gorgeous.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I don't see it.
That's all I care about.
You're supposed to say something back to me. I was waiting.
Thought I could bask in your compliment for like a minute.
It's still time to
They're
do
giving
it.
you enough compliments.
No,
you
you
me to do
could
it too.
jump in
I could
any
jump in.
moment.
Marina, your body is rocking lately. You've
Yeah.
been working out like a motherfucker.
I have.
Do you
The last
box?
3 days I haven't worked out and I'm upset.
Affects your
We
mood,
could
right?
tell.
I'm really angry about
Do
it.
you box?
A box?
So you know what? If you like, if someone came up to you in the street, and would you like know how to box?
No,
or-
I don't think. I would love to try
But
it.
would you be able to make those sound effects?
I actually did practice one time on Ian Edwards and he popped me right in my eye.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, because I hit him really good.
Wait, he's shorter
And he
than
forgot
you.
I was a girl.
So that's
He-
embarrassing.
He forgot we were playing.
Why was he looking at your hair? I'm only kidding. You look good.
Thank you.
You know,
No,
I'm only kidding. Was that mean?
No, I just.
She didn't want.
Frederick Douglass Boulevard.
That's the worst pronunciation of Frederick
I couldn't remember it. Or it's like,
Frederick.
No, you know I
tripped over it.
Your hair looks
Sorry.
great. It was just a mean
No,
thing
he
to say.
did. I got him really good with my right in his left rib.
Where did this go down at? The cellar?
It was at Keith Robinson's house, and this was the biggest laugh I had heard Keith in a long time.
But it is so weird to think like you, a grown woman, older than we think you are, just boxing with a guy like.
I was playing. I was just sparring a little bit, and then I got him really good. And then
You had to have been drinking during this.
No.
She doesn't drink.
I don't drink. Well, that time I did, but this happened to be just, you know what it is. I went to the right into his knuckle, right in my eye.
Somebody is breathing very heavily into the mic.
I am.
Okay.
Look at all these ladies. How could I not?
It's the story. The story is that compelling.
Are you kidding me? I'm jerking off as I hear Ian punching her in the fucking eye.
And he's got little hands.
God, Rich.
So that Jamaican knuckle just right in my right eye.
He's funny. He is fucking.
Oh, Ian is
How
very
fucking
funny.
funny is he, man?
And now also we know he's tough.
Well,
Because he hit a woman?
Well, she's a lot bigger than he is.
I saw flashes. I've never seen flashes before. That was weird.
People don't take pictures of you on stage? Not at the Garden?
They don't flash anymore anyway.
Oh.
But
They
that
tell
was
you to turn the flash off.
yeah. So yeah, that happened, and then I run and I body
but mostly
build.
just from Ian Edwards.
Every
You body
moment
build?
we're funny.
Please laugh at me, someone.
Single time.
Do you go to like a gym, like a boxing gym, and lift weights, or do you go to like, extra wise woman or retro or
Exercise woman.
extra
No,
wise?
extra wise woman is
Which is retro. Well, I was
No,
in,
there's one
that's
called
when,
retro.
yeah, there's one we have to pass it on the way to our house. That's
Well, it's closed now. There's no more extra wise. It's now retro.
but I never understood what they were saying.
They was all for women, no guys.
Exercise, but why with the wise?
Extra-
Because you're wise to go there.
I don't fucking know. I'm not the
I
guy
never
that
understood
called.
that
I'm not the
name.
marketer.
was it Exer Wives?
That would make more
No,
sense.
it's extra wise.
wise.
Exer Wives would be
Yeah.
like something that
Like-
Raina's guest should have been
Extra
going to.
wise woman.
So do you go to a Planet Fitness or just?
New York, I go to I go downtown to the work train fight.
Let's take a call.
I was going to say.
My brain doesn't work.
Are we
that- I'm
really
sorry.
doing this?
WTF? I know. I wasn't planning on answering the question. You guys left some time in for me to answer, and then New York Sports
But
Club.
she will answer it.
Wait, WTF?
Gym memberships?
I do too.
No.
She's rich.
Oh, no,
I
I
do.
don't.
You do?
I don't really. I
Oh,
have
you're
one.
stealing from one gym. Which one?
No,
Wait.
the one has a trainer that goes in and where you just pay him.
Wait, WTF?
Work
Is that
train
Mark?
fight.
Oh, I thought it was Mark Maron's gym.
Yeah, we saw that coming.
Yeah.
I'm not as quick as Raina. This is true.
Ian knows that.
Marina's a thoughtful comedian.
Gyms intimidate me. I can't. They get so.
Well,
I'm
with the
weak,
guys,
so-
right?
Yeah, I can't lift anything.
You can lift. Don't ever say you can't do anything, Kate.
Oh,
Kate?
Jesus. Fucking Tony Robbins. What's his
know
name?
What? It's the most
right.
common myth that women shouldn't lift. It's the best. It's the way you burn fat when you're not even working out.
Yeah, I just feel like I physically can't. I can't. Like
You
my
can.
backpack is really heavy.
She couldn't open this door to get in
I
the
really
studio.
Can you
had
do a
to ask.
push-up?
Yeah. Yes, I can do like
Can
5
you show
push-ups.
us you doing a
Do one.
push-up?
Yeah, but I have this dress on. I think that's going to be a little.
Yeah, we don't want her to work out in here. You tell Susan Powder to calm the fuck down over
I know. I
there.
just got really
I know.
excited.
Like all of a sudden she's training this girl.
I think I can do a decent push-up. I think I can do decent. I do yoga. I do a lot of yoga.
That's bullshit.
Lifting, I just
Yoga's
feel like-
fucking.
Lifting is so good for
It's
you.
moving meditation. You know, it's good. It's for addicts and shit.
No, it isn't. It's for fucking people that are friendless. They go to yoga classes. We lift. We're lifters.
You know what I see now that I lift? A lot of people look like Jell-O.
That what?
They look like Jell-O. They look like they have no strength.
What? The people that do yoga?
People who don't lift, they look like their skin
Yeah, show them
flabby.
your fucking muscles, Bonnie. Make a
Bonnie
muscle.
works out.
I look gross.
Make a muscle with your arm. Look at that shit.
Good. Bonnie looks great.
Do you want me to take my shirt off?
No one does. But I know you're going to.
I'm
There's
fucking
nothing we
worked
can
out.
do about it.
No, I won't do it, but I'll show you. I'm ripped.
Show them. I know you want to. I mean, you're going to be in the car all the way home.
For my love.
That's happening.
Oh, here we go.
Happening.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Rich.
Whoa, look at him.
Yeah, you look good. Oh, wow.
He's in a competition.
You can work on the upper back, though.
No, I do my upper back all the time.
No, there's a part that's missing that you should need to work on.
Like if you had a sports bra on, and you should, it would be like flapping
Your
over.
Your pecs are good.
Yeah, his pecs are good.
Those are good.
My shit is dope.
Oh shit. Bonnie, this is you?
Yeah.
I have to. Yeah. I took a vow.
Bonnie's turn.
So lucky.
No way.
Take your shirt off.
No goddamn way.
No.
I can't believe I have sleeveless shirt on. It's just hot in here.
Hey, Lewis, don't post that.
Post it.
No.
Post it.
So I should delete it?
I got enough pictures of me because my
He's
kids
saying
see
don't
him.
post it, but then he's
for
like
real,
nodding.
Don't post that.
it. Don't post
I got you.
But also, too, ask Raina for Opie tomorrow morning. Can they edit that for Opie?
Yeah, shouldn't be a problem.
Wait, hold on. Let me put on my headphones. Can they edit that for Opie?
Yeah, he said no problem.
Shouldn't be a problem.
He'll love it. He'll love that one. That was a good one.
Do you ever think like, oh, I should probably say this after the show, like do this kind of stuff? Or it's like, you're like, that's fine. People love it.
Oh, really?
Oh, when people are in their cars in L.A., they love this. It's
We're drive
real.
time. Aren't you supposed to read some shit that they gave you to read?
I didn't. No.
Yeah, read it. Read it.
No, we got nothing to read.
Yes, there's right here.
You guys have sponsors?
No, that's later. That's after we got to do it.
I'm not staying. I gotta run.
You want me to do
We can do it next week. It's no problem.
Do it next week.
You
But
want to
this
do our
is-
commercial?
I love doing commercials. You don't do
We
your
don't.
commercials?
We don't do it, guys. And this is also feels like we're on a break, but we still have 5 more minutes left.
I know. I was like, are we still on?
Yeah. No one's listening, but we are obligated to finish the show. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a call.
I've lost 25 pounds.
Whoa.
Maybe 30.
In
Wow.
what?
Someone told me that.
You lost an entire
Someone
Karen.
said I'm going to tell you exactly how much you
Wait,
lost.
Wendy, how long did it take you to lose 30 pounds?
Probably a whole year.
Get out of here.
Yeah, a year. I think I may have put back on 5 though this Sunday.
Why? Where were you Sunday?
I just had a lot of Mexican food and ice
Do you
cream.
do the cheat day? Do you diet?
I do a cheat day. I don't really diet, but I do watch what I eat during the week, and then Sunday I
But
eat
you
what
jog
I
a
want.
lot.
Rip.
I was going to run today before coming here.
I ran today. I was so good.
Jogging's
I couldn't
bullshit.
get it in.
It's bullshit.
And then I kept thinking Bonnie would be mad at me if I'm late.
Wait, jogging's bullshit. That's for your heart. It's not for weight.
I know, but you
Diet's
do
for
both.
weight.
You do both.
Diet's for weight.
Jogging just feels so good
It
to
feels
me
good.
sometimes.
It's a mental thing.
Stupid.
Yeah.
I can't.
Like I
you're
listened
right.
to good music today, and I just was like, I couldn't stop.
I have to run. I have to.
I was going to do 3 miles. I did 5.
Run like the wind.
Thank you, Karen.
I've never jogged.
I have
Could somebody
asthma.
notice me? Karen, what do you do? What is your
Iced coffee and enemas.
But do you? But
shit myself all day.
do you eat at all?
No. No,
You almost never eat.
How could you not eat?
No.
We love to eat, Bonnie and
No,
I.
I eat, but I guess I don't. I think about it with addiction stuff. I see people who like binge eat, and that's like me with booze. I'm like, I get it now. Like, you can't stop eating. Like, I think I have a decent relationship with food. I eat so I'm hungry that I'm done.
Bonnie and I eat. Like, we have our snacks
We
when
have
we
2
watch.
snacks at night. We have our first snack, and then we have our second snack.
After dinner?
No.
Yeah.
We have our snacks when we're watching TV or a movie.
Right. What kind
We
of
have
snacks
one
are they?
snack, and then we have sex, and then we have our second snack.
Ooh, so kind of like 3 snacks, huh?
Well, like I'll do an apple and what do you call those things? What are those called again?
I don't know. They're like fucking things.
They're
They're seaweed.
seaweed snacks.
Oh, those.
Those
Oh, so
don't
those are
sound
very
like
healthy
snacks.
snacks.
Yeah, and I'll have like a turkey meatloaf sandwich.
And then the
Or a
second
bean
snack might be like a little more.
No, she'll have like a frozen banana.
That
Yeah.
really?
Chocolate
Just suck on
covered.
it?
Chocolate covered. No, she puts it in her
Oh,
ass.
yeah, you have talked about those chocolate-covered bananas.
I haven't had one in a long time because they're addictive.
We got 3 minutes. Take one call.
All right. And then I should really figure out where I'm playing. You take this call. And then
I can't take it.
Yeah, no, it's on. It's good.
Go ahead. You're on. But I can't hang up on him. Go ahead. Talk. Who are you?
Yeah, this is Nate from Wyoming. Hey, I thought it was awesome, Rich, how you transitioned from, like,
hey, I'm rich, let me take my shirt off. And Bonnie's like, he's going to do it anyway. And he's like, no, seriously, I'm not going to do it, but let me just show you I'm rich. And then you rip your shirt off. That's awesome, Rich. I loved it.
Yeah, I like taking my shirt off. You know why?
Because you're sexy as shit. That's what.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not. I'm old.
Out of my way to. This is a red light, motherfucker. What are you stopping for? Sorry, guys. Bye.
You know who's ripped? I saw a picture on the internet. Jay Farrow lost 40 pounds. He's fucking ripped.
But he's still Jay Farrell, so it doesn't really matter.
Why you don't like him?
Bringing it.
Whoa.
This is just me being funny.
Why? When you worked with Louis, was Rock backstage? Chris Rock was backstage?
Yeah, he was backstage.
Who else?
Jeffrey Joseph. No one. Does anyone know?
I love Joseph.
I love Jeffrey Joseph. He was backstage. Also, oh my God.
Jeffrey Joseph and I take yoga together.
He's a good friend. I love him. I worked on go ahead. Who else?
Producers of Louis' show. I can't remember their name.
Does Chris know who you are yet?
Not really. He doesn't really care about me at all. It's okay. Rich, Chris doesn't even shake my hand. He gives me an elbow. And
you're only at the elbow. I'm at the knee.
Even
so
before my performance, he goes, looks like this could be good. That's what he says to me.
He does it like...
he goes, I don't know. I mean, I mean,
all right, we got to go. This weekend, I'll be at the Mohegan Sun. Next weekend, the Comedy Cove in Springfield. Bonnie, where you at?
I'm at Comedy on the Mountain, which is...
on the mountain?
I know. God, where is this?
On top of Bobby Kelly.
It's 8 p.m. in Slocum Hollow Bar and Restaurant, September 23rd. Wait, I got to find out what the town is.
Okay, while she's looking.
Slocum Hollow?
I'll be at Mohegan Sun this week, Thursday to Saturday. Next weekend, the Comedy Cove in Springfield. When's your show at Village Underground?
Yes, it's at the Village Underground, which is part of the Comedy Cellar, October 18th at 8 p.m. Godfrey, Judah Freelander, Gina Yashri, Marina Franklin will be on that show.
Karen, where will you be taking laxatives?
Thank you. Please just listen to my new podcast, everybody. It's called Shame On. It's on the Gas Digital Network. If I don't promote it, I will get hit in the face.
Shame on. Listen to it.
I'm at Scranton, Pennsylvania on September 23rd, and it's going to be a great show. It's hosted by Fast Freddy.
He does a quick job.
He's very quick. But one time I went to do a show, and the guy goes, okay, so I'm just going to do like a tight 45 seconds and then bring you up. And he really did. He did 45 seconds.
Hey, thank you guys for coming in.
To be fair, 60 seconds would have been too much.
Marina, thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Karen, thank you.
I had a really good time.
Thank you.
And so do we.
Michelle Wolf. Thank you, Michelle Wolf.
You're welcome.
Don't post my shirt off, please.
Too late.
And also, too, leave that for Opie. Ask Raina. Edit it down if you can.
We're still on the air.
Are we?
Thanks, everybody.
Goodbye.